Don't overthink it, it's just paint. Alright guys, we have a WRX 2012. We got a little bumper damage right here. Got it in a bad spot because we almost could have gotten away with just fixing this, but we gotta go fix both of these panels. Just nudged the bumper right there and right there. This is all gonna get sanded down and this is gonna get retextured and everything. So want to keep you guys up to date with what's going on. We have the Toyota Sienna bumper in the booth, and we're gonna go ahead and look at that tan line right there, baby. Whoops. All right, and then we're gonna go ahead and show you what's going on over here once we get going. All right, on the Subaru bumper, I want to show you what's going on. We got everything removed. There's a accessory piece right here. All that. Last thing to remove is this strip. We're gonna try to reuse it so the owner doesn't have to pay 80 bucks for a new one. Using some heat and a spreader. It's got about 3 strips of double-sided tape on the back. So we're just slowly gonna pull it off, and then we're gonna have a nice time getting all this stuff off. All right. So I'll check back up on you in a bit. All right, guys. What we got here is everything off. We got the step off. Step pulled some of the paint off from the adhesive, but we're gonna take care of that. The step goes right over it anyway. I keep saying step, but it's, you know, the trim part. So anyways, this is dug out. This is dug out, and we're gonna sand this down and then fill it from the back with some stuff, fuser stuff, and then sand this down in the front. So turn you guys back on just a bit. All right, guys, check me out. What we got going on here is I've been working on these over here. I filled the backside with Fuser 100EZ, came through the front, sanded it down, put a little filler on there. I'm using some U-pull filler. It's meant especially for plastics, okay? And then I'm going to use a glaze over it, some dolphin glaze. Go over these areas. And check this out, this is what I do to get a nice straight line. I'll tape these on here, got the block in the back, and I'll have a nice straight line here. I can just run some sandpaper in the edge to clean up the edge. So that's where we're at now. Alright, fellas, where we're at now is we got the other side that we need to work on. And we're doing the same trick that we did before. Of course, you want to sand down the plastic. I did 180 on the DA. Sand down the plastic, get your filler on bare plastic rather than sand a clear coat. You still can put it on clear coat, but it's not recommended. Anyways, gonna let this dry. This is gonna create the edge. We still have to sand in a groove, but we should still be good to go. Okay. Just want to show you guys something what we're doing here. Okay. Sanded all this area down. I scuffed this whole black trim piece, the whole entire thing. You can't see it now, but the whole thing is actually scuffed up because that's all gonna get retextured. But I'm just gonna prime this area and I'm gonna blend the texture in. The texture on this is very, 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 very fine, so I'll be able to go over it with my texture, and you won't even be able to see the other texture, and it won't interfere. So what we have here is I sanded the whole area with 800, okay, and then I put my masking paper over the 800, so I know that I have 800 grit scratches over here and in this area. Because what I did is I took my maroon scuff pad and scuffed this area. So I know my primer can go almost to this, okay, and it's going to cover all those aggressive scratches I have because this is a metallic and anything you have will show through. So once again, 800 to the masking paper and under masking paper, and then I just controlled the area with I did a controlled scuff. I knew where I was scuffing in this area for back masking. Or excuse me, back sanding, so that the primer that falls into the sand scratches fall into something instead of laying on such a smooth surface, because I'm not going to take my primer all the way over here. Okay, and I'm just going to do this area in here, and we should be good to go. So I'll turn you guys back on once we get it primered. What up, guys? It's the next day here, working on a bumper. It's got to be 150,000 degrees out here. Anyways, I'll show you where we're at. We got the whole bumper scuffed up. Had this area primed, and then we went back, or I went back. I'm the only one doing the work here, I said. And we had a low spot right here, so we filled that up, and then we're really working on this line, getting it perfect, or as close as it perfect it can be. So we had a little gashes in here. Okay, and the best thing I could do is use a little filler glaze in there because it's easy to get in there and easy to sand. So I think we got that nice and even. Okay, this line right here is straight, whereas this line right here is at an angle. Okay, so it's important to keep that consistency along the way. Okay, so what we're going to do is I'm going to reprime this again, and then I'm going to sand her down, and then we'll be ready to go just about for paint. Okay, so alright, I figured I'd give you a shot after I get the primer on, after the little minor body work there, after the first coat of primer. As you can see, it's pretty straight. I mean, you can't get any better than that. Got the two lines nice and perfect between the texture and the paint. And a lot of work, but you know, it's got to be perfect. It's for, you know, a brand new car. So I did dial in my primer gun to pretty much the fan all the way in to shoot primer all in here. Okay, that way I can go back 400 grit, sand it nice and even and straight in case I missed anything. Very important. Alright, so as you can tell, we're making progress. We're almost ready to go here. Alright, we'll turn you on later. Alright, we got it in the booth now. It's about 3 o'clock. And all ready to go, all messed up. Got a spot up there. Those scratches will all be covered by the step that goes over it that made them in the first place. And we're pretty much ready to go. Turn you guys back on in a bit. Alright, we're all based up here. Show you what we got going on. Blend it all in very nice. I cut down my last coat 50-50, 1-to-1 with DBC 500, blended out. The color is a perfect looking match, blended out perfect. Typically these colors from PPG and DBC match very, very well. I haven't had any problems with them, so this one shouldn't be any different from those. We'll keep you updated and then we'll pop on once we get it cleared. Well, all day I've been sweating since 8 in the morning and finally the rain has come. So this is really feeling good. Feeling good now, got the bumper painted, I'm cooled off. And look at that rain come down. Well, you can't really see it, but it's coming. Anyways, I'll show you the bumper in a second, but I wanted to show you my airline. I never get to show you guys because the paint boof's always behind here. Okay, so I just got this hose at Lowe's. It's like a air hose or pressure hose or something, and it's been great. And any water that will generate from this hose or condensates goes right back in on a downward angle, and it will drain from the bottom of the compressor. So I just want to show you guys that so that you can see that. And you never get to see these two because the paint booth is always blocking it. Okay, so this is all copper line, put it all together, all from Lowe's. Well, let's check it out. Well, I'll let you guys decide. How do you think it came out? I don't know much, but I did stay at a Holiday Inn Express last night. So it really, really helped me out today. Anyways, we're going to let this dry for a good 2 hours, 3 hours maybe before I even thinking about touching it. Because to get it through this door, it's not that easy. You need extra help. So, you know, we're all good. So I'm happy about this. You know, so. Alright guys, we'll turn you on once we get it all off. Alright guys, next morning, pulled it out of the booth, looking still great. We got, I'm not sure if you can tell, but we got factory orange peel. Kind of hard to tell, but we got to have that factory peel so it matches the quarter panels and everything else. So, pretty good. Turn it back on in a bit here, guys. Okay, we got her all masked up, ready to do the reverse on the diffuser end. We got it all fine lined at the edge here, the blue tape. And then I went back and I cleaned and scuffed everything to the edge so we get adhesion. And then I took some adhesion promoter and went in that edge and went over the whole thing lightly, just to get it, give us a good bite and give us a better chance at that paint sticking. And let this tack off for a little bit, and then we'll be able to texture that. Alright, we got her all textured up. A lot of work to get it just right, and texture is not easy at all. I got a certain way I do it. I've got the advantage because I've worked with texture in dashboards and cars before I got into bumpers. It's very hard to get smooth. It's a big process. It's not as easy as just spraying it on. When it's out in the sun, it's even more shinier and nicer. The shadows are casting a little bit of shadows here and there. But anyways, it is all re-textured. It's a little bit more coarser, just a tidbit more, because the actual texture that's on the car to begin with is a plastic and grain texture. So we'll turn it back on in a minute. Alright, we are all done. Just finished up with the buffing, cleaning everything up, got the car all cleaned up. Let's take a look at this job. It came out perfect. Really did. It really did come out really nice. Really happy with it. Check out the texture. Water. Just washed the car, so it's got water in the line right there. But I mean, that texture job and that two-tone, that just came out great. Really did. Okay, has to be perfect. It's 2012. Okay, I got that step back up. Step went on perfect. Nice and clean. Never knew it was taking off. Saved 80 bucks. Got the side all done, got the factory orange peel in there. Matches the quarter panel. I mean, come on, this looks really good. Got all the accessory pieces on, real nice car. Do it right, and you won't cut corners, and you do not have to worry about anything coming back. Okay, so once more, this next. Hope you enjoyed this video. Hope this helps out anyone that is thinking about trying to dive into something like this. What do you got to lose? It's only plastic, it's only a bumper. And I do realize when it's for customers' cars, you do get nervous, but you get that experience and you're good to go. Look at that. That's perfect. Doesn't get any better than that, does it? This made my day. Have a good day, guys. Thanks for watching.